see. The entire area around the miner would not be a bad place to deforest too.
I'm on it.
This this whole area is just chock full of bamboo and other clutter that I need to figure out how to work around.
Chainsaw, let's go.
That's that's what he's got. The chainsaw. That's what he's got. Will this work in rivers? Let's find out.
Is that
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's a good sound to hear.
Oh no, can you not place water extractors in the river?
No, it has to be in a big body of water.
All right, let's
There
go to
are like water mines like that I've found, which is
Oh
kinda
yeah,
weird.
there are. That's true.
water mines?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
that's
like
exactly
oil.
what it sounds like.
Do you mean a cave
They're like
that has
oil.
water in it?
No, I mean a patch of ground that looks like it's oil or some other resource, but it's just called water.
What the fuck? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, geysers.
No,
Yeah.
no, not a geyser.
What?
Just
It's like well, it's like a crack thing that you extract water out of.
yeah.
Yeah. Is this water?
Is
There's
it
like, yeah,
water?
they're geysery spring type things, like natural water sources that you can put like a, I think it's like a thumping pressure thing that brings water out of it. Okay, so
There's a purple slug here though. I gotta grab him. Let's see.
under power, no. Production, water extractor. Okay, there is a lake. There is a lake downstream from where we are, at least. But this whole area is very inconveniently cluttered, full of shitty woods.
I still can't believe Bird would have planted that slug for us to crash the game.
Yeah, it was his scheme all along.
He hates this game so much.
It was Power Slug all along.
He decided we would rue the day. Oh no!
Did you forget something?
Of course I did.
Well, tell me and I'll bring it.
Pipelines, which are even more copper sheets.
Pipelines? Oh, those are easy to make.
Yeah, they're not hard to make. It's that I didn't plan for the pipe part of this process. I just planned for conveyors and I also need to. Oh right,
How
also
many
the,
pipes?
Oh, I don't
would you
know.
need?
It's like asking how many conveyors you need. It's incomprehensible.
Yeah, but it's not like you're making it all in place,
see.
right?
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I also forgot to put the coal generators on my thing. So I need to also have all the resources for the coal generators. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a lot of trips. Coal is such a pain to get started.
Tell me, I can. What are you gonna need? What are you gonna need?
I don't know.
I cannot believe how slow
It's,
this
Tell
it's a
me.
bunch of
Yeah.
iron plates, a bunch of rotors, a bunch of reinforced iron plates, but like on top of setting up the distances and everything, I also need to then figure out the optimum like ratios of all these items. So I don't know how many
Just
burners
bring
I need and
extras.
so on.
Bring extras.
I did. I brought hundreds of things, and it was still not enough
Yeah.
things because setting up coal takes forever.
It does. But that's why I want to help.
You need one. Okay. Oh. That's why I built this.
I'm fine.
Where are you?
So
I just-
it sounds like you're fine.
I just had a scary fall
Say
moment.
they were fine, but you're not really.
I have rotors I can get you.
You say that you're fine, but you're not really fine. And
That's the thing I wanted to say, but I don't know where that's from.
I don't know what it's from either. It sounds like it always sounded like a reality show, like
Yeah.
Cutaway or whatever they're called. The interview, the talking face, the talking head scenes that are happening in reality shows.
Doesn't Big Brother still exist? Isn't that the big one?
Maybe.
Here,
It does
Keith,
have
I'm gonna
big-
drop some
it does have
rotors
big
here
in
for
the
you.
name.
Yeah. That's the only one. I
Rotors
know.
nuts.
It's actually the only reality show that I've ever
Giant
watched.
brother.
Apart from the one Mindcrack did in Minecraft.
Alright, so pumping water is harder than using conveyors, so I'm going to try to convey the coal towards the water pumps for my own sanity.
Okay, we can upgrade speed later. What matters now is execution. How does it execute? We shall see. Okay, actually, we do have the technology to make this not shady.
Let's see.
So let's
First
do
conveyor
that.
is 60, then the next one's 120. This mine extracts 60 per minute, so one conveyor is fine.
Okay. It does seem to be enough. That is hopeful. Yeah, that's piling them in pretty quickly here. Okay.
This big flat area is probably where sanity will have to prevail.
Is it already that
Ooh,
perilous?
I found the quick wire.
I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah, if you wouldn't mind grabbing a pack of those,
I'm
that'd be
gonna mark
fantastic.
it on the map.
Coal production just ultimately takes up a lot of
Or that works,
space,
too.
so I'm saying that
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying that I need to
does.
focus on this big flat spot that I'm finding as being the location, or I will lose my entire mind.
Gonna lose yourself.
In the music, the moment you want it, you better never.
Okay, I'm being attacked by monsters. I'm leaving.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster?
Where are you, Luxury? Oh, you're over there.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
So
you
far
like to
away.
know?
What are you doing over there?
I'm cutting
He's
down
cutting
trees,
down all of the
decluttering
herbs
important tasks.
and mess that's in my way of power.
Where do you want the quick wire
He's
then?
just devastating.
If you
nature
want
on
to
his
drop it, if
path
you're near
towards
the
me.
hub, you can put it in like just one of the storage crate things, like at the hub. That'd be fine.
That's good. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
Thunk.
Staring down the barrel of a 45.
If you have enough extras for yourself too, and you can make another
I don't need it.
zapper thing, that's how you'll be able to zipline.
Okay,
Oh,
that looks good. We are full stacked. That's on one feeding, what, 4, 8? 8 smelters? Okay. That is much more efficient. All right, so now the question becomes, will this break the entirety of our power system?
The fact that you have to connect power to both the water pump and the extractor can be a lot.
oh yeah, everything.
It gets really goofy. Well, it's because like you place the pump like right at the beginning of the extractor to begin with, and it's like put another power line here. Oof.
We're getting
Is this
close. I
thing
think
successfully
this
putting
might-
out water? It's putting out water.
This might trip it, so
Let's
I
see.
apologize, but we'll see.
Maximum head lift 20 meters. How much
Okay,
lift
good. All right,
is
good.
there?
Oh, I should probably tell it what I'm making.
Head lift is a sitting recommended level, so I'm gonna need to put another one on. Oh boy.
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh, that's already backing up because there's nowhere for it to go.
Oh wait, you add it to
Makes
the
sense.
end.
So what we
I
want
forgot.
to do is a storage.
Keith, how would you like a whole other stack of ammo?
There's evil bees in the water.
What? What kind of? Wait,
Shoot
what?
The nests. Shoot the nests.
There's
What a
evil
response.
water bees.
Thank you for your question. There are evil bees in the water.
Shoot the water bees.
If I can find them, I don't see them
They're
yet.
by the waterfall.
Wow.
A single shot kills the nest.
It takes 2 shots.
A
Does
bird
it?
in the
Yeah.
in the bucket beats the
Maybe,
bird in the knees.
It might be 1 to open it and 1 to kill it after.
Oh
it's
no, no,
opened,
you can open
possibly.
them by just being close to them.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying. So
saying it.
it's from a distance, it's 2 shots because it's one to
Yeah,
open.
the first one
But-
opens it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's faster. This might be a bit of a slow.
Go water, go water, go, 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 go.
Hmm.
I should probably equip.
I've
Yeah,
almost
this might not
connected
be
the
as efficient as
first
I would like it.
bit of coal production. And then I can figure out how to make it actually good. Right now we're just creating the infrastructure.
But 2 of them might be okay.
Does it work? No connection. Oh, it's not plugged in. Classic. What do you mean no power? The power's right there.
Is it though?
I can see it with my eye face.
You should get that checked out.
Okay, I think I just wait for the water to show up. There you go.
Now I'm wondering if I should be making all smelters lead into storage units, or if all smelters should lead into just a specific factory. Hard decisions.
It's gaining weight. Yeah. Look at that production spike. That is a meaty chunk of graph for one building.
Oh, hell yeah.
Always
Okay.
incredible.
So now I just need to make
Oh,
more
nice.
of these, basically.
Doink.
Yeah, that's sick.
Thank you for allowing me to increase production.
So now we just need to scale this production up.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so
what
this-
I'm doing right now. I'm creating like massive amounts of smelters upstairs.
Okay, so this thing consumes 15 coal per minute. The mine creates 60 per minute, so we can create 4 burners. And then I just need to keep... 4 burners will use the current rate of coal that's available. And I just need to figure out enough water to make those work.
Yeah, water is going to be the biggest limiter.
Water's usually
Because
not
we can
much of a
also
limiter
overclock.
because you have infinite.
No, but the space of it is the problem. Because if you don't you don't have infinite space to put the water extractors.
In this case, the water space is definitely not the problem because we have like
Oh, okay.
1 mine at a time. So the local
Yeah,
lake will be more than enough each time. Just whatever water body is closest, that's going to be the one for the 1 mine that's in the area.
Because the mine
Okay, these ones aren't
with a
getting
simple
any vacuum.
overclock goes to double the production, but later on you get mines Mark II, which quadruple the production, and mines Mark III, which
Sure.
octuplation the production.
Okay.
With an
Octuple?
overclock. Yeah, octuple 5? That doesn't sound right. Octuple is not a verb.
I thought you were trying to say 8.
Yeah. How do you say that? To octuple the production?
Octus, because octo.
Quadruple, yeah, that's a good question. Maybe it is
That's weird.
octuple.
I think it's octuple.
It doesn't sound like.
Because
it doesn't
octo.
Yeah, I
sound
think
like
it's
a verb.
octuple.
Yeah. Times 8.
Let's Google it.
I mean, it is quintuple.
Yeah.
So
I have-
Sextuple.
I see multiple
septuple.
results of the octuplets, which are the 8 babies of the
Octuple.
octo mom, who was very famous a
Nonuple.
million years ago.
Okay.
Nonuple.
Yeah, it should be
Potentially.
octuple.
Decuple.
What are you saying now? What are you just making
What?
noises
I'm
at
saying-
me?
Well, the
Counting
couple is
the-
something else. The couple is like a thing.
Onople.
Well, I guess, I mean, if you
Dusuple.
pronounce it the same, I guess it would be octuple. But that sounds very wrong.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound right.
But that, I mean, right? I mean, that's
Yeah, yeah.
Top.
quadruple.
All right, let's see. Hmm.
Oh, I don't have enough.
What are you missing?
Need more reinforced iron plates to make the next. To make
That's
the
gonna be
fifth,
huge
the fifth
limiter for us
generator.
for a while.
I only have 1 on me. I
Yeah,
take it that's not enough.
every base I have for a while. The bottleneck for everything you want to do is that just reinforced iron plates should never produce fast enough.
Yeah, because we need at least 2 or 3 mines just making them constantly.
What? Baffling. There we go.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith.
Eh.
Keith, what have you done? You have made us gold dependent, and now we have no power.
All right, let's unplug that real quick.
For just a brief moment, the air
Okay,
was
now we're
breathable.
good. I underestimated how much of an impact that would have. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Okay, yeah, I see what yeah, I see this problem here.
you can see where it just completely collapses.
Well, so what happened is there's a crashed pod.
Oh,
And
did you try powering it on? to,
Yeah,
like, get the goods?
it requires power. I'm like, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just plug in power, and I'm
God.
seeing now the number for the power is horrific.
Yeah, it's 256.
What is it?
It's huge.
200?
256. Yeah.
Wow, that is enormous. That's gonna be a sweet.
I found
should-
one in my solo play.
it'll eventually be doable, but right now that's more than half of our entire base's production.
yeah.
We could,
I found one
Let me disable off the base and see if I can
No,
get.
what? No, what? What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I found one that was 420. It required 420
Yes.
in my solo play, and I opened it purely with
That's the read
biomass
number.
burners. So,
Very nice.
like I said, playing the game very incorrectly.
Yeah.
You opened it with just burners.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
this-
definitely one way of doing
At this point, is it just like a self-inflicted bet to play the game wrong?
Yeah, no, like the thought literally crossed my mind. Like, should I be starting a series called "Playing Games Wrong"? Because like it's really fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
Like, you just reminded me of that time where when I came back to play Dark Souls for my channel for the first time, but I've already beaten it multiple times at that point. Like, I made a point that I was going to specifically beat the 4 kings before going to Anor Londo.
Oh yeah.
Just to prove that you can. Don't
Yes.
recommend.
No,
That-
that's
I imagine yeah.
that's
a-
definitely a huge thing for like low level invasions because that's how you get the permanent red eye
Yeah.
orb. So yeah, doing a
It's-
low level for King's Run is like totally a thing.
It's like technically doable, but it's also torture. You should never do that because
Yeah,
the
it's-
4
it's
kings
tough.
are a gear check fight. Like, it's a DPS race, so not having
Yes.
levels in gear because you're doing it too early makes it feel impossible.
it's tough at a low level.
That was one of
yeah.
those times where I started trying to figure out like workarounds. Like, maybe if I get spells that like I tried to use like the pyromancy spell that makes you feel like you're made of metal or something, and I was trying to find any trick to like
Iron
tank
Sweat?
through it with being way too heavy in Havel's gear and having a great scythe. And it was not that fun.
That definitely explains why every time I beat the Garen Kings, I feel like the fight is too easy. It's because I always do it late.
You did it too late.
Not too late, just, I don't necessarily grind.
If you're
but
saying it's too easy, then you're doing it too late for your personal
feels-
goals and what you want it to be like.
Nah, I'm okay with the fight being easy, honestly, but
Well, then why
it
did
just
you
feels
lie
like-
to me?
I'm saying people
How am I
make a
going
big
to
deal about
diagnose
that.
your problems?
The people make a big deal about that fight being difficult, and I'm like, no, I've always
That's
had
just
an
the
easy
universal
time.
Dark Souls experience. Is every single thing is supposedly hard and easy at the same time, and no matter
Yes.
matter
Yes.
what you say, you're
Correct.
wrong, and someone will immediately be like, "Nah, that one's super easy, hard, impossible."
I'm a Capra
Yeah.
Demon apologist. I'm fully. I love that fight.
I don't mind the Capra Demon at all.
It's
I like it.
definitely
I
like
like
I get people being frustrated by being like, it's bullshit. The dogs rush you. This wouldn't be a hard fight if it wasn't for the dogs. So I'm like, but that's
Yeah,
what the fight
That's the point.
Yeah.
is. So
point.
it's kind of like
It's
what
like saying Ornstein and Smo is bullshit because there's 2 enemies. And like, that's,
Yes.
that's that's what the fight is.
So like I get like a lot of people
Step
would prefer
up,
like
brah.
they'd probably prefer like a dogless fight where the Capra Demon has like more involved moveset, but it's like I don't know that
Yeah.
every fight it's improved by turning it into like Artorias, like
Especially
it's
since you can fight the Capra Demon alone.
Yes.
It's not a very good fight.
Yeah. No, it's a very
Well,
basic enemy.
Just like how
but
the what's the other the boss fight, the Tauros Demon's really boring when you don't fight him in that specific environment.
right, exactly.
He doesn't necessarily need archers behind him. That part's take it or leave it, but the fucking you do need him to be fighting you in that location specifically at
Yes.
that level, or he's just
100.
a joke. because he's got no moveset or things to do. And that was the formative Dark Souls is bullshit and too hard experience, was the Tauros Demon for me. And the giant gauntlet of stuff you have to get through just to get to the Tauros Demon.
For me, it was the depths and the gaping dragon. I figured I beat it, but it took me.
I didn't have any trouble with that stuff.
I died up like 5 times. And for me, the problem was getting there and the tension of the depths and like learning all the nooks and crannies.
The thing that's most bullshit about the Gaping Dragon, in my opinion, is that co-op makes it harder.
50 meters.
Because it's just like his AI, his moveset is like it becomes more unpredictable in co-op.
Oh, yeah, it just
so
becomes
it's just
insane.
like summoning the extra like phantoms. Just like I would not recommend.
My problem is by the time I didn't know Dark Souls enough, but I knew enough to know that you shouldn't play without summons. So my brain was already poisoned when I played it the first time, and I didn't have any preconceived notions of the game except for that one.
The idea that you shouldn't use summons?
Yeah, that I heard people being like, oh, the real way to play the game is without summons. And I'm like,
yeah, you use summons whenever you want, but just there are some fights where it's like objectively worse. For Kings, objectively worse to summon Beatrice for the fight. Like, only raises the boss's health, and she is not going to do shit to compensate for it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I never.
Meanwhile, if you hate the gargoyles, then it's very cathartic to summon both characters for it, and then just sit back and just watch.
Them. Yeah, just watch.
You don't have to help. They just will. Like Lautrec and Artorias will just win that fight on their own.
Yeah. Tarkus too can sometimes solo.
Aren't there like summons?
Golem.
Or is that Dark Souls 3, where there are summons that actively just don't do anything? They're just bad fighters.
There's a I think Patches can be summoned in some fight in some game, and he just leaves.
Hell yeah, in Elden Ring. It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, I think it's you summon Patches against Radon in Elden Ring.
Yeah,
you're doing the Radon festival and you're summoning all these warriors, and every time you summon Patches, he just unsummons himself.
But it's great because he takes a few moments to do it. So like the fight will be getting started, and you'll see the text prompt like Patches has left, and you're like, oh my, it's so fucking good.
Such a prick. Yeah.
I cannot believe that's true. He just bounces. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's Patches the hyena. He's a prick.
He's the troll. He's the troll.
Why no? Really definitely the best. I can't believe he can unsummon himself. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah,
he always screws you over. I like that specifically. Elden Ring iterated on a lot of Patches like stuff and made it made him even worse.
He's so good in that game. So good.
We had a whole series of Patches nonsense, and then this game's like it adds him having a boss fight where he gives up midway through. It has him fucking de-summoning himself if you summon him for fights. He's just actively screwing with you at this point.
It's so good.
And the way his questline ends is also really interesting. I don't know why, but I did exactly the things that you're supposed to do in the game. It's so obscure. It feels so obscure as you're doing it, because the questline involves stuff like, going to a certain area that you visited already and you have no reason to believe is there, and doing it like gestures and whatever, and using a certain weapon or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it is. But I just I went with the flow, and it did exactly what the game expected me to do, and I was amazed that I actually got it right.
You got to feel like you were the cool boy.
I did. I honestly haven't looked at the footage, but I can imagine some people watching me just think that I followed a walkthrough, because I did exactly what's supposed to do, and I'm still baffled that I did.
My experience is that I'm always people never catch when I use a walkthrough, and they always accuse me of using a walkthrough when I didn't. It's completely split.
It's very difficult.
People are like, you cheated. I saw a jump cut in this moment. I'm like, yeah, I took a piss.
Yeah.
I got shit to do, and sometimes it's just moments that aren't worth leaving in the video. And I also have a personal
nerd, but I'm human. I have to defecate.
I just personally have a gripe against people that over-explain logistical or like they over-explain the things going wrong in the production of something. So whenever I have to like stop and fix something, I usually don't say anything.
Right.
I hate how I hate how often
I
a
agree.
video essay will just spend the time to explain, like they spend like a minute explaining why they look different in a different location now because like
Totally
the audio
agree.
went bad or their microphone broke or their cat chewed through their cable and here's a whole explanation for why this is different, or it's like
No,
I
if the
noticed
cat-
that there's something massively wrong with my entire like there's just a huge error I caught rewatching this video, so here's a series of inserts throughout the video that are all me correcting as part of the script that was wrong. I'm like, fucking, if you care that much to explain it for that long, just re-record it without the problem.
Yeah.
Like, it's because it's actively worse to sit there and explain it for as long as video essays do sometime, especially since usually the part where they're explaining the problem away is like an unscripted rambly bit compared to the rest of the thing, so it's actively time consuming and just frustrating. It's rough. All right, so our production's, look at our power.
Take a look here.
Yeah.
It is up. I have made
It's
5
good.
coal burners.
50%.
My
Hell.
God.
50% extra.
Why is this no power? Okay, it's
Okay.
back.
Yeah, it went down.
Where's the power?
It's
Okay, I
back,
need,
yeah.
I'm
All right,
either I
so
need
now,
either I need to fix
Are
something.
you missing water? It's water. The water.
Yeah,
is
the
easy
water-
to misread.
The water's bloopletting.
Yeah,
I had to double
it's
check
easy to
the
misread.
source to see what its rate is.
Mm-hmm.
I might need to make another water source on top of it,
okay.
or it might just be that that
5.
it also just might be that the process of getting fired up takes a while
Oh
because
yeah,
it has
that
to
too. That too.
it has to like fill up all the cable, all the pipes, and then kind of backlog fill everything or it gets stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna bounce.
Oh no, this
myself.
thing only puts out 120 per minute. I need to make more.
Yeah. I misread that as well when I build that.
I think that I made the mistake of looking at the pipe, which says 300.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why. All right. See you guys
Goodbye,
tomorrow.
Colonel. Go
See
to
ya.
Bye.
bed, bed,
Colonel.
bed. All right. Well, if I'm gonna fix this, I need to
Everybody
run
go
all the
to
way back
bed.
to the base now.
Do it. I am pretty much done.
'Cause I
or
need.
I'm pretty much in the rebuilding phase again.
Cool, cool.
Always rebuilding.
You're reiterating
built
on your
another-
design again.
I built another
Yeah.
ramp up to our walkway thingy just to make
Hey.
it more convenient.
So I need to run back and get a bunch of reinforced plates.
Oh, I did not. I built one more ramp than I needed. Wait, is that not connected correctly? What's going on here? It is not. Okay, yeah, this is ugly. All right. I'm rebuilding this whole ramp. Fuck that.
This ramp is a mistake. I am fixing that mistake.
I tried building down from a distance, and I thought it was connected correctly to the thing that I was trying to connect it to, but it was close enough. You could just easily jump between the two things, or overlap structures. But that's gross. I don't want that.
Disgusting.
Ugh. Efficiency? Not in my place.
There we go.
Da 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 da
Much
da
better
da
now.
da. Time to run back to the base to fix the water problem because I fucked it up.
So
And then the goal is to just go out to all of those other disparate coals and do this again.
and then the process repeats.
Yeah.
I would like to. It'll be cool once we start being able to make steel stuff, because that's what you need to make bombs. I think.
Bombs.
Yes, bombs are
Yeah.
awesome.
He wants them because then he can explode all of the Zelda cracked boulders that are throughout the game.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, this game's full of bomb rocks.
Oh.
Also, it kills the poison-emitting plant animal things too, which is
Oh
fantastic.
yeah, the poison clouds,
Yeah.
which are awful.
I don't know if there's anything that destroys the big poison-emitting structures, because the bombs don't work on those, but it works on the little guys.
Just gotta believe. Oh,
Parachute if you fell.
I did not react in time to do the parachute.
Oh no.
Oh, well, now I'm parachuting.
Yay.
I fell off again.
Boo.
I landed on a cliff the first time, and now I fell off again.
I hate
I have never
that.
used a parachute before, I don't think.
All right. So
Oh, that's a bunch of scary animals. Okay, no.
oh,
Nature is healing, illusory is fleeing.
Yep. Get out of there.
Oh, my shadow doesn't have a head.
Mine doesn't either. Look at that. That's funny.
oh. Among Us?
My shadow just doesn't have a head. In fact, it has like a giant cavity where a head should be. I look like a Y with arms.
So one thing I haven't interrogated too deeply yet is like animal spawning. If you build like a bunch of stuff near where they spawn, does that stop them from spawning?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Because yeah,
I feel like I don't
definitely...
remember ever having animals spawning in my base.
Right, exactly. And I feel like sometimes they're near like where you put a miner and stuff like that, but then they're just not there anymore. So I feel like that's got to work. But
yeah, that seems like a reasonable thing they put in. But yeah, my I have done the full like here's a bunch of foundations down and here's my massive grid of water extractors and coal burners. That can scale very high very quickly. But right now I'm just trying to set up basics and just have it work. Because bringing all those supplies would also take a while. At some point you just want to have a local limestone deposit to where you're working instead of back at your base, just so you can have a constant source of concrete, because you need to put so many foundations down to make just a clean above the ground grid that lets you just place all the buildings. I was here for the sheets.
That's the problem I'm running into right now.
I'm here to sheet myself.
I am here.
Here, I've got a gift for you, Andrew. I know you didn't ask for it, but as the local safety inspector, if you pick those up and put them on your back, and just jump anytime you fall from a high fall, and you'll be good.
Back. Okay. Wow. Thank you.
I keep using them on accident.
They're really easy to use by accident. That's the thing. Don't feel bad if you like burn through them by accident, because it's just like they didn't really put a good tolerance. Like you can just fall off a small ledge and then.
Yeah, I've used more than 10 of them on accident.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, it's a restraint. Like it forces you to like think about how you press spacebar.
Oh my god, the entire iron production's gone again.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, don't apologize. You keep scaling it up how it should be, so I appreciate that for doing that. You're doing what I don't want to do.
You might want to just give yourself more space so you don't have to tear it up each time.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting all of the smelting is upstairs, and then all of the production is downstairs.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, see, that's the good organized shit that I haven't gotten into yet.
There's no reinforced iron, is there?
There probably is not, no. What is this? What is this box floating in the air? Why are you like this? Okay. Yeah, reinforced iron was basically just being eaten alive to get whatever this is made. The weird multi-block thing.
Gotcha. We are still using biomass, right? Like those other ones are just like adding to the current power, right? Like it's obvious it's not the priority, but I might as well like refill the ones that are here, right?
Probably.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like we usually turn off the biomass burners, but we leave them there because they can be used to jumpstart water production for the coal miners if the base goes down.
Gotcha.
It's because as you get into the more complicated forms of production, it's possible for the base to go down, and then when you turn it back on, it doesn't turn on because you need to figure out how to provide power to the part that starts the base, like locally. Like you can like make a separate circuit that's just a way of providing power to those things to fix them when they break. Let's see, what does it take to make reinforced iron?
I'm gonna dismantle a few of the burners.
Plates and screws. The screws and plates and screws and plates.
Hopefully I don't break anything. How are we doing?
Those are a lot of notifications.
Why do you have notifications turned on?
They're notifications of me tabbing to the websites that the notifications are from.
Oh, I don't like that. Mind your own business.
Like I went to Blue Sky and had notifications from Blue Sky as is normal. Illusory sent me a SpongeBob.
Yeah.
The SpongeBob's gonna be crushed by ass.
It's
What?
unfortunate that I was in Vegas just like a couple months too early or whatever to see the Vegas Sphere.
Oh, you didn't get to see the what is it? The 8th World Wonder? Did we
Right.
stop making those? Did we give up on wonders?
A world without wonder.
I mean, when was the last World Wonder to be built? Isn't it that like the
I
funny
don't
looking
know.
Jesus
It's
statue?
a fake category.
Wow, how could you say that?
It's not real. You can call anything the
I mean, the
whatever it
wonders
is.
are real. You can go visit them.
Yeah, but their categorization is not real. You can just call things stuff.
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes the only reason new things aren't called the thing is just because we feel like we live in like a post-history world and that certain things only happened in history, so you can't make more of them.
yeah, like more liberties.
Conveyor lifts.
Guess I will
Alright.
turn that into
Hypothetically, I have enough to fix the water problem. Let's find out. Hang on a minute.
Let me know if I took too many biomass burners offline. I can put them back, but I
You'll know very quickly.
okay.
You'll find out now.
Try all new base be gone.
Should I do a merger? I'd probably a merger. How do I wait? Sorry, what? I'm not stupid. The game is stupid. Okay.
I think Burr just logged out on the ramp.
Yeah, he's like at the base of the ramp. I think that's where I saw like an offline player.
Just sitting there all crisscross applesauce.
I'm gonna make a
Nerd.
bunch more parachutes.
Wow.
Nerd.
All right. So
Safety
we need.
first.
I'm gonna say a lot of everything.
Oh, what you
Um,
say?
Let's see.
I saw that artist live. Imogen Heap. It was a very good show.
Iron plate. Iron plate.
Yeah. I don't normally put smelting upstairs necessarily, but what I do is I make a solid layer that is the maximum number of smelters for the number of miners there are. And then if I need more, I make a second floor of smelters on top of the first floor of smelters. So they're all just a solid wall of smelt sources. Because then all the
I
stuff you're
just
trying to
put-
craft out of what's being smelted is all in the same direction from the smelters.
I see what you mean. Yeah. My goal has been to essentially just, I don't know, try to create a more streamlined repository of specific items. Like, I feel like the problem we're having is that we're not producing enough of everything to maintain the
Yeah.
amount of people we have. So I'm trying to scale it in a way that it's like, okay, I'm dedicating, like 5 constructors to making iron plates. Just
Yeah,
all
because
iron
you want to
plates.
simultaneously
smart,
make
yeah.
the entire tree as efficiently as possible, but also you want to have outputs of each resource type so that people can actually
Yeah.
pick them up and build buildings, because it's such a struggle to get what you need to build the buildings to keep building the base.
Exactly. And that is...
So you can't just eat everything.
let's see.
You can't just eat all your feelings.
Watch me.
It's easy.
What, you don't have a mouth? Oh, wait. Hello? I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I even here? That's what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah. So basically my goal is to just create a shit ton of everything, and then they all face one direction, and then they all merge into one box. And then that way everyone can go to the box. And that box is a receptacle for everyone's dreams.
I dig it.
I'm also trying to make them easily accessible, so no one can tell me they're confused on where they're located.
That's a brave assumption.
You know what? It is, but guess what? I'm a kind of guy that likes to be proven wrong all the time. My kink, actually. I live to be wrong.
These things not set up right.
It's a very specific cousin to the humiliation kink.
Here it is.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's just
not
being
like
wrong.
I don't want to be humiliated. I just want to be wrong.
Correct me, mommy.
Also, I could be finishing a video literally right now, but I'm playing Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The one you announced is coming soon.
Yeah. It's like I could be ready for tomorrow, but maybe I'll just aim for Sunday or Monday.
You heard it here, folks. We've personally ruined Illusory's channel.
at least his output.
I was gonna gesture at that earlier because you were like, I was like, has anybody got some fun trivia? Some Dark Souls trivia?
Yeah, I've got a whole. So my next video is going to be all about prototype maps and how you can see like early designs for a few different levels. So it kind of shows all sorts of wild shit, like a bunch of dead ends in around Blighttown used to be former paths, like back to Firelink and stuff. So
is that stuff that's just in the code?
Yeah, there's just like a bunch of like unused map data and stuff like that. So running the debug mode of the game, I can load any map I want, and there's a bunch of test maps, and some of them include like really rough prototype maps and stuff. So there's a version of Blighttown where it's like completely unfinished, but like has a bunch of extra paths that the final game doesn't have, but like they're coming out of things that are currently dead ends in the final game. So it's like, oh, it's I don't know, it's just really weird to see. It's pretty cool.
I am fascinated by the idea of the design process. The idea that someone,
totally.
sits up and says, this is what I want to do, can I do it? And then they try it and go like, actually, no. And they just change it completely. So like, yeah, this just isn't viable. I'm going to make, 2 roads instead of 4. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I think that's the sort of fun thing that my video sort of explores. It's like the game has so much praise for having this interconnected world layout. And I can be like, oh, look at this. Like I have a specific snapshot of an earlier point of time where like, they put placeholder stuff in because they wanted interconnecting paths, but they did not know what they were doing yet. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they just don't have the firm idea of the map, but they're like, I know for a fact there's going to be connections.
Yes. Yeah, you absolutely see that in the stuff, and it's really cool.
That's fun.
As early as Demon's Souls, we knew that they just had to like give up on certain entire parts of the game and just leave the obvious evidence there that they once meant for something to be there.
I mean, that Demon's Souls definitely did that in the coolest way, where it's like, because
it's just an entire
it's just like,
it's like finding a broken Mario painting in 64, but no one ever opens it. You never figure out how to get in.
And it's so cool as shit too, because like the opening cutscene like tells you about all the different lands. They mention the Land of Giants. They show the Archstone intact, and then you just get there in the game, and no one has anything to say about it. It's just broken. It's cool as shit.
What's with this stone?
Yeah, you'll remember, Andrew, because we played a bit of Demon's Souls. But you got stuck on the Iron Spider, but that world where you picked the worlds that you played in. There was 6 big stones, and one of them was just like broken.
Oh,
just one of them just isn't a level.
That's unfortunate. Someone just forgot. They're like, not enough time. Sorry, be back next game.
Love it.
It's funny because the giants themselves became a huge part of the lore of Dark Souls.
Well, I mean, if they're not there, right? It's all up to imagination now.
No, I mean, like going through the when the series stopped being Demon Souls, it became Dark Souls. The giants were a huge deal. So it's funny that the world of the giants and Demon Souls was just nothing. There's like it was technically there in the lore, and you could never go there.
It's wild too, because the opening cinematic of Demon Souls has like that ridiculous art of like this giant epic battle of like, you know, hundreds of thousands of like sorcerers fighting these big demons things, like, and those things are based on cut enemies from the Land of the Giants. So you can watch the opening cutscene and be like, in your head, be like, oh, that is what the Land of the Giants is, but we never get to go there.
I guess people have been discovering all those furry enemies that were cut.
Hell yeah. Yeah, there's the were hyena, there's a were bear, there's an owl man that's like very gay looking. It's incredible.
What?
Yeah, the owl person has like the sassiest like walk, and they're like they're carrying
like,
a
what
wand,
is
like,
what's a gay Dark Souls design? Like, what does that even mean?
I'm gonna have to like I'll find you the link and post it to the chat because it is extremely let's see. Hopefully there's a video of it. So let's cut owl enemy. Is this something I can look up on YouTube?
Is this
The
legal?
Demon Souls owl.
Okay.
God, YouTube's so obnoxious sometimes.
It does
yeah,
feel like
it's
it
gonna be
wants
here.
to do that
Oh, yeah.
personally.
Your Overwatch just scheduled, or not your Overwatch, Play Overwatch just scheduled like 7 videos, and so they just all show up as scheduled videos all at once in your fucking sub box and just sit there. Like, yeah, go away. Sit there and manually remove them.
All right, I'm gonna post it in voice chat thing dump. Tell me that walk animation cycle.
All right, let's see this. Let's see this guy walk a walk.
Let's see.
Discord, there we go. Assuming it's time coded. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully the time code works.
Oh my god, that is.
Yeah, I told you.
I think the extended limbs really sell it too.
Yeah, it's a really sassy walk.
He looks like
This
he would
weird
be annoying to fight against.
Owl caster.
Even his like casting movements are just so extra. He looks like he's conducting. Oh my god, there's a giant wolf.
Yeah, there's the bear warrior, there's the hyena warrior. There's the
wounded
yeti who
wolf.
has a stomach in his mouth. That thing's weird.
What?
Stomach in his mouth. It's mouth in his
In
for a stomach.
The
I said that
wolf
backwards.
warrior. They're very
Terrifying.
goofy looking creatures.
Extremely goofy. That's probably part of the reason it got cut, because it was like what they were working on probably didn't match the aesthetic
This
of
bear
the rest of the
warrior
game
looks like
well
he's
enough.
wearing a bra.
Their
Hell yeah.
first game was kind of not Demon Souls, but the what's it called?
Their first game.
Yeah, the one before Demon Souls.
Well,
You-
Demon
you
Souls
might-
would be their first Souls-like.
Yeah, you might mean
Well, yeah, but
Kingsfield, but this company made like 50 games before they made Demon Souls. Like they
Oh,
made all
sorry.
of the
I thought
Kingsfield
there was a
games and the
game-
Shadow Tower games and the Armored Core games.
I think I mean the Shadow Tower. I think like those enemies feel like they'd fit in Shadow Tower.
Oh, totally.
Shadow Tower was one of the first playthroughs I gave up on.
I've never played it.
It's
just watched.
it's a wild experience to play through. Because it's Shadow Tower is I guess I would later come to understand that it has like the controls of Armored Core and stuff, where you pull the triggers to look up and down and stuff like that, like cursed shit. And but it's like it's just a first-person dungeon crawler, but like instead of being a grid-based first-person dungeon crawler, it's like a walk around in first-person style, like having first-person controls dungeon crawler. And they did that before they had support for a second joystick, I think. So you had to like press like the D-pad, the bumpers, and the triggers, like R1 and R2 and everything. So you'd pull one trigger to look up and one trigger to look down, and it was just absolutely cursed.
Oh no.
You just move incredibly slow and you have to fight stuff in first person by dodging in and out of its attack range and so on. Okay, I'm a little upset how well that tweet's doing.
If you're ever looking
the tweet
for
where
more...
I called the Patreon logo a prostate.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can't
That was a good observation.
keep getting notifications about that.
If you're ever looking for more parachutes or ammo, I made another storage container amongst the row of storage container boxes.
Alright. I believe that our situation with the water is equalized out, and all of the coal things are always running all the time now and not randomly cutting out.
Yay.
So that's good.
Good news.
Now let's do the scary thing again.
What does that mean?
There we go.
Oh, I need more cables. Okay.
Motherfucker. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. It just didn't show up at first. You okay, game? Okay. No, it's just lagging. Okay. I officially opened the thing that killed our base earlier. Because now that I've done all this coal power, we could do it.
We're not even running. Okay,
Succeeded.
It's not making it that far.
Okay, so now I have a hard drive that I think we can take home and process at the MAM to get some kind of technology or something.
Cool.
Ma'am?
Oh, my game is freaking out. Ma'am?
That's a good call. I should actually save it. Ma'am.
Ma'am?
Okay, I need a few more reinforced iron plates. I'll try to locate those.
Okay. I need to figure out how I'm going to optimize this, because they're not getting...
Well, you're going to have all
Please
night,
don't.
because soon you'll be alone.
Cool. Good. I am going to commit until I die.
It is late o'clock.
It's getting there.
Ping.
Okay. How...
All right, we are now a post grass energy society.
Hell yeah.
Yay. I hated grass.
It sucks. This game, I sincerely like this game less when you don't have coal power yet. Just it hurts my feelings that you have to sit there and manually fill all these generators and keep them at a scale to keep the whole base running.
Are reinforced iron plates currently going to a thing, or is there a storage bin with them currently?
I don't think we have...
iron plates are upstairs, or
Okay.
right here. Sorry, they're right here.
Oh,
The iron
they're
plate
being
is not
made.
reinforced. Yeah, I haven't made.
At this point, I think the
reinforced
real
iron
source of them is just to go
Okay.
to Marty's base and steal them.
plates. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Should be
where
done
is
pretty soon here?
Where is Marty's base?
Somewhere.
Oh, I see. It's quick wire is where it should be.
Out
hypothetically.
there. Oh, I see his base. I don't know how to ping though.
It's something with like tab, and then your mouse clicks will turn into pings or something. I don't know what it was exactly. I had to Google because I was like tabbing by I was pinging by accident. It was really frustrating.
Is it Alt? Yeah, I feel like I used to activate it by trying to alt out of the game.
Yeah, I activated it by accident alt tabbing out of the game before.
Good enough.
Oh, maybe I can make it. I could just make a couple reinforced iron plates. That'd be fun.
You have this power deep inside.
Yeah, what am I doing? I
Yeah.
could make 40. What the hell? What am I waiting on? I mean, I'm not gonna actually make that many, but
So why do we have a vertical beam?
What?
What's the beam in the horizon?
I don't know what that is. Is that the
Is it-
ship you turned on?
Is that the evil slug bound? But I thought that.
Oh, it might be. It might be
the.
the beacon. Yeah, I think it's the beacon for the bad slug.
Didn't Colonel get it already?
He might have. I think he said he did.
I thought we all talked about
I
that.
don't think this is as optimized as I want it to be. But...
God damn.
All right.
also, I hope you guys have one more free slot to permanently give up in your inventory because I come bearing an important gift.
Oh no.
More
What?
toys.
Yeah.
We just need to research more. We just need to research more hand slots at the MAM.
That's what that is right now. That improved melee combat will give us more inventory space.
Why is it? That's weird. That's called that.
All right, I have a gift.
We need 100
Okay.
reinforced iron. I probably can grab those at
what is
the
that?
base at
Oh, a
Marty's
zip
base.
line?
Yes, it's a permanent use. It's a permanent use item. You can put it into a hand. Obviously, it's not a priority when you're not trying to get around.
Oh no.
But yeah, if you just go to a power line, for example, check this out. Just look at it, jump, aim, hold left click press button. It's fantastic for getting around.
That's amazing. I love that.
That is good to have.
And
All right, give me that. Where's this going? Can I put this in my main hand? Hell yeah, let's go. Okay.
and there's a weird flow like to it, like to try to travel along a bunch of power lines. Like it takes getting used to, but it's fun.
How do you initially latch on?
You just hold down left mouse button, jump up and look. If it's too high above the ground, you might have to build like a little ramp or platform to jump off of. But
Oh.
so if they're at like a really steep angle, sometimes it's too hard to latch on right away. But yeah,
well, that's great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And again, because you can build power lines like pretty far away from yourself, it's pretty easy to sometimes be like, oh, I'm just gonna like use a series of a couple to get up top of a cliff really quickly.
Okay.
My God.
It's handy.
It sort of obviates the Fortnite ramps in some cases.
So what I want to do is
Rock you like a hurricane?
here I am. Splitter.
Yeah, so as expected, Marty's base has like thousands of reinforced iron.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I'm just the chump who can't seem
Well,
to
no,
build a
it's because
base.
his base ends at making reinforced iron,
Oh.
and then just
That is
stops
handy.
because that's how far he made it. So it's a good place to visit. Now I have now I can make the melee upgrade happen. It's just looming up on that cliff over there. I think he said that it's our original base is where he did it. It's
Oh,
right
that's
Oh, I
here.
think so. Here, I've got the zip line for you.
Oh, you're behind me.
Yes. Where? Oh yeah, here we go.
Don't turn around.
Turn around. Jibber, 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 jibber.
Yeah,
Don't have
this
space
fucking
for
thing rules.
this.
You can throw something on the
Berries.
ground and put it in your second.
Yeah, I threw
main
some berries
slot.
away.
Oh no.
I don't have a second slot to put it in because we only have 2 hand slots. It's brutal.
Yeah.
One of my hand slots is always food.
Oh. Oh yeah, because you're exploring. I was like, why?
Just in general, you just like you fall and
It's good
hurt
to have-
yourself. You're
yeah.
like, "Ugh," and then you eat some nuts. Put some nuts in your mouth. Puff out those cheeks.
You're gonna like my nuts.
I guarantee it.
The PlayStation commercials. I forgot
You're
about
gonna
those.
like the way my nuts.
You're gonna like the way of my nuts. I guarantee it.
What a nightmare.
PlayStation
commercial.
Portable. It's like a nut you can play with outside. PlayStation sure existed in that era.
Do you think there had to have been an initial hesitation, right, when like the
That was just
the
the peak
Japanese
of
branch
commercials not
saw
making
it
any
and-
sense.
and was like, what the fuck is this what Americans like?
Just as a rule, for a while, their commercials were actively absurdist just to make you look at them. But then that happened so much that it stopped standing out.
Why is it echoing?
There's an echo.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that improved their
announcement was
Xeno Zapper
echoing.
too. That's cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it improves the Xeno
See.
Zapper.
That explains why the range might.
If we had quick wire, we could research the AI limiter.
Oh, we have a bunch of quick wire. We have a fuckload right in this bin right here.
Research the AI, which
Yeah, this bin right
there we
here.
go. I don't know what AI limiter is, but we're gonna have it researched now. Weep whoop.
Ma'am?
Ma'am?
New recipe unlocked.
Ma'am.
Why is it echoing, ma'am?
You just hear her twice now?
Yeah.
New research available in the MAM.
Am I like within proximity of the stupid base so it
Ugh.
blasts me twice?
There's an expanded tool belt for +1
but
hand
we
slot,
need
but it
steel
requires
beams for that.
steel beams, and we don't even have jet fuel. Fuck a while.
I was about to. God damn it.
That was my first idea, but I
I'm too fast.
yeah.
We can
brain
get an
took-
expanded tool belt.
This one requires
with-
plastic. That's like
I just need 100 rotors, and we got expanded tool belt. Tool belt.
Rotary's nuts.
Got him.
A lot of these require plastics, which we do not have yet. That's petroleum and shit. That's its own mess to get into. Is petroleum.
I think this is iron. So.
Oh yeah,
iron
increasing number of
rod.
these upgrades require buttons that we haven't even seen.
So what is wrong with you? Oh, you just don't get power. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Are rotors up here? If they exist currently.
Rotary's nuts. I have
What?
30 rotors on me.
Oh, right. I did the.
Oh wow, there's even more quick wire in the other box.
I forgot I had to delete the other.
Maybe there's a collection somewhere.
I guess I'll just put the hard drive in this. Oh wait. Do you take your hard drives to the inside of the building?
Oh, you scan them in the MAM. Pretty sure.
Man wants her drives.
Oh, the hard drive says. Oh, it's a little tab on the top.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a separate section.
10 minutes.
10
I'm gonna
minutes.
forget that it was even there by the time it finishes.
That's the point.
The game will
A
remind
nice
us.
little surprise.
Yeah,
when you
but
come
I
back.
won't. Let's see what this goofy little. Oh wait, let's pick the next goal.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Oh, basic steel production or vehicular transport. Let's learn how to make tractors, motherfuckers.
Hell
what's the
yeah.
problem?
I've never used these. Be cool to learn. You like make a big truck and then you like program a path that you can visibly see as like a series of arrows when you're in it, and it'll just drive back and forth between. It'll just redrive that path over and over again.
Interesting.
Oh, this pole is not connected. Somehow?
How to play Fix-It Productive Packer.
What the hell happened?
Oh wait,
there?
no, I needed
was
that
weird.
fabric. What am I doing? Sorry, I can make some more.
I don't want to read this.
I'm done. Not reading that. You can't make me.
Okay.
Alright, I think
Oh
everybody
god,
did-
it's got like a time limit. Oh fuck. No. I'm upsetty
Something's
skitty.
not happening. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I turn this? Wait. What the fuck did I?
The one catch to the whole zipline system is it's become such a good way of getting around that it's very easy to create lots of fake power lines that aren't connected to anything. So the environment can just get scattered with like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I just use that to get up that mountain, like never mind, kind of thing. Which I mean isn't a terrible thing because
Can
if
you
you
not
do find
rotate
something,
these
then you can,
things?
you know,
Whatever.
part of it built, I guess. But bad slug is just a funny phrase. It's just
That's a
Bad
bad slug.
a good pair of words.
I don't like this game.
What?
What
I'm pl-
happened?
I'm playing the like weird block filling Tetris-y
Oh,
looking
the
thing.
built-in.
Yeah, the game you play on the computer in the game.
Oh yeah, I haven't even checked that out yet.
I don't like it at all.
Damn. Harsh criticism.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not any fun.
Why is the iron ingot not going?
Ah! There's a creepy person just sitting in the corner, dying, or dead, or asleep. Similar words.
Is he dead?
I think it's Colonel just sitting in the corner of the computer room, staring out into the room.
He is known to do that.
That's just he's eerily placed. Let's see. To unlock vehicular transport, we need to be making modular frames. Did you reach modular frames before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Before the reckoning? They're the ones that look like a 3D
Am I
cube.
stupid? Are these not iron ingots? What is your problem? Oh, you're not connected to power. Okay.
Classic.
Classic. I'm just like looking at this thing like, why is it not moving?
Let's look at the base.
Okay, so now that should be good. And we have two separate lines of, I know they like to kiss, it's fine.
Kisu.
We have two separate lines of one for plates, one for poles, and then now it's time to build from there. Now it's time to build the reinforced plates. It's time to build a
I
shit
can't
ton
believe
of-
you're able to place this conveyor.
It makes it way cheaper to do the Mark IIs this way. You only need like one reinforced plate to do a Mark II conveyor belt. Okay. I hate assemblers.
They take up a lot of space.
They also just aren't very fun to build optimally because they need two resources, so you always have to figure out how to make two resources available to these stupid things.
Yep. Verticality.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my go-tos is usually to build upward.
Yeah, I was gonna say the assemblers are mostly in upward building. That's where I need to start going back up.
What I like about
From
building
those
upward
levels,
is that if you make a new floor for each product, then whenever you're scaling up, you can just make that individual floor larger, and it's not going to collide with any of the other parts of your production.
That does unfortunately make sense.
And then you just got to make a giant ladder base. I think I showed you pictures of like our super tower I had with Bird. It had like 12
Yeah, I do
floors or
remember your
something, and
guys's.
each floor was painted a different color, so you can tell them apart.
This is so much.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Well, I don't have a choice. I
My
have
favorite
to do
thing
it.
about the work you're doing is that I don't have to do it. I don't have to do any of it myself. It's all you.
Tends
have
to be
fun.
the best part about it.
Life is a highway. See, I should go figure out how to record VR and go do that part of my script.
Sounds good.
And then I'll have more of the video edited. Or, well, recorded, none of it's edited. In fact, the first thing I have to do in the editing process is the worst part of the entire editing process. Illusory knows what it is. The single worst part of editing a scripted video.
Editing.
Your takes.
Yes.
It
yes.
sucks.
Absolutely.
Listening
Yep.
to yourself flub lines over and over again and
Over and
editing
over
all
again.
of the correct
Yep.
takes end to end just to get a workable thing
Yep.
is so
Yeah.
much worse than the much more time consuming process of actually making the video.
Because making the videos more fun.
Yeah, because you're finding
recording
the clips
and putting
and
yes.
yeah, you're
yeah.
always hunting for the correct thing to put in the thing, and you're like sourcing stuff and like looking online and finding them and like recording them off of or ripping them off of websites, or you're getting images or creating assets, and just putting them all end to end to fill in the space and make creative choices about how you think the whole thing should be played out. But the beginning grind is just for the Lego Sheet video, I literally edited all of the correct takes to end first. That before I did anything else, which was a nightmare
have
because
been-
it was like 7 or 8 hours of recording turned into 3 hours of video.
Yeah.
In the Ad Astra one, I could not do that to
Oh,
myself
no.
again. So what I did is every chapter I edited the takes together, and then I edited the
Yeah.
entire chapter,
with my most recent like again, I always try to do all the vocal audio first for my Dark Souls Dissected videos as much as I can. Like I'll have to patch some stuff depending on the footage or whatever. But like this time, I got only like maybe 2/3 of the way into it, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just starting the video." And then once
you start losing your mind.
Yeah, I was just like, it's more fun to just work on the video. And then once I ran out, I was like, okay, you know, last night I recorded the last part of the script and finished that today. And I'm at the end of the video, so I just have to actually,
let's see,
get like another minute of footage for the closing.
Okay. Mine's gonna be so tedious because every time I refer to the comic, I have to get images from the comic. But what is it? Last time when I did the Lego Shi video, I had the fan scanlation access to that, and so I technically had a copy of all of the images of the entire comic digitally. This time, it's a comic that I only own on my iPad, and I can't get it to open on my computer in any capacity. So, unless I do something illicit, what I need to do is I just need to screenshot every page that I want to use in the video and manually send it onto like Google Drive and then manually download them all and then sort them and edit them.
Yeah, that sounds annoying.
I don't like that. That sounds awful.
It's gonna suck.
So I used to have my like dumbest thing that I made the first 2 Demon Souls compare-throughs this way. My video editing software couldn't open like the WebM format, which is or whatever it is for like PlayStation 5 footage. So I watched the footage in VLC on my computer and just screen captured it.
Oh no!
And there honestly wasn't a big degradation of quality, surprisingly.
No, OBS is pretty good.
But it was just
it's not the quality; it's just the time. Like
no, I've rotated through a variety of tools for ripping videos off of the internet, and each of them keeps ceasing to work eventually. And so, my foolproof solution whenever my existing solutions don't work is that I just load up YouTube videos and I record them in OBS.
Oh my god!
In real time.
Yeah, I've done that.
That's also how I have to record Netflix shows in order to be able to talk about them. Is I need to record them with OBS.
Yeah.
In real time, which means that not only do I have to sit there and run it all, and I have to hopefully start and stop each episode correctly, so I don't have a big mega video of them auto playing through the series and not being able to like find the right episode easily. But the trick is that you have to disable hardware acceleration in your browser.
Yeah.
Because all of these things have HTCP, but it only works if you have hardware acceleration turned on. So if you turn off hardware acceleration, then you can then record Netflix with OBS. But I had a very strong incentive to have hardware acceleration active lately because we were doing Cape Escape, which was this big thing that Ka was running with all these assets and stuff, and even 3D models and special effects and fog and music and stuff, all in this cool presentation.
And fog.
So like, if what would happen is every single week I would load up Cape Escape, realize it wasn't working, turn on hardware acceleration and restart my browser just every single time, and then I had to do the same thing back every time I was then going back to record stuff off of Netflix. Because I needed to record clips of I needed Death Note footage for my Black Mirror script for reasons.
Okay.
Rewatching Death Note, that series just really gets less interesting over time.
You don't enjoy
it really like
spiral into madness.
It's really the moment that L steals Misa's cell phone is like the last good moment of the entire show.
Wow.
Like people say it gets bad after L dies, but actually it doesn't even last that long. By the time L dies, the show's already kind of bad. And the entire process that leads to the end of L is itself not very good. Like it's just not. The end of the Light versus L storyline is not satisfying, and then the show never recovers from that. Like it really peaks before. It peaks before Light and Misa are captured. Once they're captured, the show just gets kind of bad because at this point they have to actively make L dumb and make him make massive mistakes in order to make the show possible, because he holds all the cards and is right about who Kira is. So like the show has to walk back so awkwardly and then literally use a god to win. It just feels like cheating. It's just dumb.
Sounds like I'm not missing anything.
No, I mean
it's an interesting show. It's like iconic and memorable, but it degrades. I think by the end it does. I think the second half of it has things to say, and that's its goal. And so it has a similar problem to what Beastars has, where the second half has a lot of things to say, but as a result, the actual like plot and characters can get harder to work with because it's working so hard to get the thing in that it's trying to do.
Yeah, it's too busy trying to talk, and it doesn't tell.
Yeah, but Beastars is better. Especially since the second half is full of these like Beast Complex style standalone chapters that are just the best parts of all of the Beastars.
How do I use a parachute for like...
I need to make a video about Beast Complex. I should just give myself that. That's an easy video.
Yeah, that's a pretty short video you can make. There's not much to it.
Well, it's just the fact that I'm just refiring the same... I'm just firing back up the same mental machinery that made the Lego She video to just cover the supplemental materials, essentially. So I don't have to, like, reanalyze something from scratch. I already had a pretty good one. To spoil a potential future video, but, like, have you read Beast Complex, Andrew?
No, I have not read Beast Complex. I've only read Beastars.
Well, never mind then.
Well, sorry. I will admit my...
Let's just say there are several chapters that are extremely easy to do a queer reading of.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe that. Like
But one that came up recently was that I was because they've been coming out slowly over time, in English, and I was reading.
My favorite language.
I was reading volume 3 of Beast Complex the other night, and I got to the one with the turtle and the sheep, and that one is so overtly a queer narrative that it's hard to interpret it as anything else. You're like, hang on a minute, how? This is almost like a boring story if you don't, like, realize what it's doing here, or what it seems to be doing, and maybe I'm wrong about what it's but its intentionality, but when you look at it in that angle, it's just so overtly interesting that, like, why would you not do that? Why would you not interpret it that way? But there's also just, like, multiple parts of Beast Complex that are just, like, it'd be hard to... I guess they're very technically not explicitly queer, but it's really hard to interpret them as not being queer. And I don't even mean like an allegorical sense, I just mean like there's like a straight up like BDSM chapter between two women. Except the BDSM is a relationship between a CEO and her masseuse that dominates her in an extremely horny way, but it's totally not lesbian.
Is there a non-horny way to dominate someone?
Yeah, in soccer. I guess.
What? In like sports. In sports gives you a lot of leeway.
I mean, a lot of people are horny about soccer.
Oh, to be a European.
But Beast Complex is absolutely fucking wild. Every single chapter is unhinged. There's a whole chapter where a guy is just begging someone to taxidermy him.
What? Wait.
Yes.
Sorry, I just realized, is taxidermies are a thing in
that
universe?
There's a chapter that introduces taxidermy as part of the Beastars universe.
I mean, I'm impressed, I guess. I'm impressed is what I should say.
Wait, Keith, you have to claim your reward.
Oh, I've vamped for 10 minutes and I'm still here. Whoops. Ow.
What? So we can make alternate charcoal. We can make it charcoal directly out of wood. That seems. Like
these
really
are the recipe
good option.
thingies.
Yeah. I'll let you pick it.
Oh, wood becomes charcoal. That seems useless because you can't create the farming of wood in any way. I don't think.
True.
It's a trick. They're trying to trick you into wasting one.
Dude, this is copper plus water equals pure copper ingot.
Copper ingot, which is kind of weird, but
I think it just means that it's an alternate recipe for making copper.
Yeah.
So the idea is, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that if you have a water source near your copper mine, you can make way more copper per minute out of that mine by adding the water. Then we have a bolted
It does
frame,
help.
which is an alternate way of creating modular frames via screws and reinforced iron. I don't remember how they're normally made.
So if you hover over it, it'll say standard recipe. If you hover over the
Oh.
modular frame. So yeah, 3 and then reinforced frames and 12 steel rods or whatever. Not steel rods, but whatever those are. Iron rods.
So you can get rid of the 3 rods and replace it with 56 screws.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. That doesn't sound.
That's a great
preferable.
idea. Please. I have so many screws. I'm drowning in screws. Get rid of these things. Save me.
I do think we have water. We do have water nearby, don't we?
I think so.
Oh yeah, right to our to the west, directly to the west.
So being able to scale up copper with water wouldn't be the worst either.
Eh? No. Oh, I can't afford it. Wait, what can I not afford?
They're gonna get the copper one.
Okay, it's iron plates.
If you don't like it, find your own goddamn hard drives. Shit.
Oh my god. This man, he has gone off the rails. He is stealing our resources and buying upgrades that we need.
Enjoy your extra hand slot.
You can't keep getting...
And picking up slack.
It sounds terrifying when you say it like that.
Enjoy your extra hand slut. See, now I can carry my melee weapon and my gun and my zipline. We just doubled our hand slots.
All right, we got to figure out how to get the. What do we need to get the exoskeleton leg upgrade?
Yeah, I would like to be able to run faster.
Yes.
Whatever you need, I'm almost set to be actually.
I've got
doing
a zip
something.
line.
Alright, let's...
It's weird to use. I'm not used to this device at all.
Let's see.
Weird ass device. The zipline is so weird. Why does it? Why does it spin every time you activate it? Why would it work that? Why would they make it that way?
Wait, what?
It'll make it easier to trace our path back to the coal. Hopefully. See, man, I've used so many. Oh yeah, I'm down to 17 parachutes. I've used 1 on purpose.
Yeah, there's a bunch more in one of the storage things.
Just
so
trying to
just
like passively fidget hopping like in an MMO makes me use them constantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And,
what that's what I realized. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I jump constantly in the game.
Why?
Like
why are you
long
having this much
memories of
difficulty?
I have all these memories of finishing the raid for the night in World of Warcraft and then going back to Stormwind, getting on my mount and just doing a route along the canals on my mount, cutting the corners and jumping along the edges of the bridges.
Oh, duh.
Just over and over again while I'm just talking to my raid mates in TeamSpeak. Just for another hour afterwards, and I would just be hopping in circles because I'm in the process of supposedly getting off, but I'm just jumping in circles because I'm still in the game, so I'm just idly doing something, which is how this game works. Also, that's why I do it. I also do it in Final Fantasy 14. I even did it
all the time in 14.
Yeah, I even did it in my Q&A series where I had a 100 episode Patreon Q&A series that started in Diablo 2 and then switched to World of Warcraft. And when I was leveling my characters, I would go out and do a series of quests while answering the questions. And then inevitably there'd be a solid 20 minutes at the end of every episode where I'd go back to the town and just hop around in circles because I don't want to go back out because I'm almost done discussing the topic and we're an hour or 2 hours in or whatever was the duration those videos were. So it's time to wrap up the video, but I'm still answering the question, and so I'll just start hopping in circles in the town for ages. That's so much of those videos. It just becomes comical at some point. In one of those, I
Now-
explain in great detail why I would never be able to do video essays.
He says,
And
now
look
doing
at
videos.
look at what happened to you.
Yeah, doing them changed my life in several ways, but also I was right. They are completely unreasonable to stack onto what I already do, and my life is not a good idea.
That's a way to describe it.
Yeah, it's just a very bad idea to do what I'm doing right now.
Don't
And
life
I'm
the way Keith
sitting here like
likes.
launching merch and advertising a TTRPG channel while trying to get around to finally finishing video essays 10 months later. And like, you might think, oh, you were just busy with other stuff, so you just didn't have time to work on video essays. No.
No.
I've been
That's-
continually trying to work on video essays for the last 10 months. It's been making everything else worse. But hopefully I'll eventually get a nice workflow of being able to correctly identify which ideas I'll be able to turn into a video, and correctly have the right workflow to commit to the idea and get it out and just finish the thought and get the script done, and maybe be able to do like a video essay like every other month or something indefinitely.
I feel like we're on like an inverted trajectory, because I'm just like figuring out like launching a second channel soon to do like unscripted stuff.
Yeah.
And like,
Well,
you know, I don't know how well
You're
it's
doing
actually
the
gonna do,
normal
but
thing, is that most YouTubers,
yeah.
for example, go on to make like a vlog or let's play channel as a bonus thing, so they have more of
Yes.
an online presence between their big projects.
Yeah, that's what I
and-
need to do. Yep.
Yeah, and just and because they just have an itch to do stuff. Whereas I'm the rare let's player that tried to upgrade to doing stuff more interesting than just let's playing all the time, but still needing to do the let's plays full time because that's my actual income.
Hey, that is where the people came from.
And I have all the more reason to hope that this tabletop thing works, or the video essay thing works, because despite maintaining my Let's Play channel this entire time, it has been in decline for like the last like 2 or 3 years.
That
It's
is
just-
That's
surprising.
rough.
It just happens. It's like the algorithm and whatnot. But also, I'm just like, me being the Let's Player that my audience likes is bad.
What?
Well, because like people, one of the stuff that people like about me is that I finish what I start, and I have a consistent schedule and so on.
Yeah.
But that means being trapped in these long games that might not be performing well, and committing to them out of principle and so on. But like, when you play Fallout for like 100 episodes and no one's watching, in the case of like Fallout New Vegas, that's just a chunk of your channel that you can't do anything else with. It's like you're watching all these games like Life of P and Baldur's Gate come out, and you just can't cover them because your schedule's still full with the existing games. So it's good
That
when
is-
people are watching Echo and Password, but it's bad when they don't watch Heaven's Vault, and you're like, well, that's gonna be that slot for the next 2.5 months. So I both need to finish this thing for out of the principle of it, but also can't cover any of the stuff that people might want me to cover in that slot, because still it's done with this one forever. That's just how that do. Womp womp.
Do we have a stockpile of modular frames, or are they being built currently?
I don't know if they've
No.
ever been built.
I don't think they've
Oh,
ever
wow.
been built.
Okay.
We just haven't reached that point yet.
Mm.
Andrew's
Yeah.
he's learning. He's
I-
trying
I
an
like-
all new format, and he'll learn why this format's a bad idea next. He's like a machine learning
Don't-
algorithm, but very slow.
I mean, that is essentially
You're
what
good.
they do.
You're good.
Yeah, they mimic human
Yeah.
intelligence.
I
But
like
just
that he
much
built little
faster.
guardrails for our
Well, yeah, I'm
protection.
trying to protect myself. There's also like ladders in between them, so you can get up them too.
Yeah, I invented ladders.
Well, no, that was Mr. Ladder, but
Mr. Ladder, Albert Ladder.
Albert Ladder. Well, no, if it's Albert Ladderman.
Albert Ladderman.
Oh my god.
You can't have like Albert and not have man in your last name.
It's
This isn't
illegal.
legal. Yeah, it's illegal. If you're wondering who decided that was me. I
Me.
decided it was illegal.
I'm the inventor of ladders being illegal.
I did create the law.
Right, this is where you can put the DNA shit. Okay.
Did you guys see that
maybe I
23andMe got
shouldn't.
hacked?
No.
The DNA database thing?
Yeah, the DNA database. So they managed to get like a whole bunch of data or DNA, I guess technically. So like DNA location data, email, all that stuff of like tons of people.
That's fucked up. That's wild.
Yeah, that is like the one thing, right? That's the one. There's two things that I don't like about the idea of DNA ancestry things. One, the weird like police angle where like, okay, now just every government has access to my DNA, I guess. That's cool. But
yeah,
two,
I was almost gonna do one and then I didn't.
Yeah, but two, then someone else can steal it. Like someone I don't know can just hack my DNA. I don't know, man. That's too much.
DNA.
Well, yeah, like they're just gonna steal my DNA now. Like, what do I do about that?
We're
How do I
hacking,
stop them?
the
we're
same
hacking
time, though,
the
like-
planet.
It's sort of like a defeatist mindset, but it's like if some of your family has already done it though, then like there's no benefit to you not doing it anymore at that point.
Is
you can
there
try
though?
and-
Because like,
Is there?
what
Is
if
that the
they're
thing?
not really
Because-
part of my family? What if that's what they're
Okay,
finding
that's
out?
okay. If your family's not, if you're adopted, yeah,
Like that
yeah,
TV
That's
show.
legit.
You're gonna find out the hard way that you were adopted.
Look, you know what? I had someone contact me on Facebook. It's like, I think I'm your sister. I was like, I'm not. I don't care.
You're just gonna be like, oh, thank God. I was always hoping. I'm adopted.
I don't want more siblings, please. I'll pass.
That's wild.
I couldn't imagine that's how you find out, is like you do a weird swab and someone's just like, surprise, this isn't your family. You're like, oh, where's my family? I wonder what the worst possible
This is either gonna be
outcome
the
someone
coolest
has
thing
had.
ever, Andrew, or you're gonna hate it.
Well, good
but
sign, because I was
here's-
wondering how I was going to do this. I'm
but
going to
he-
use it right now.
Here's conveyor
for-
walls. They seem neat.
Bam.
It's a wall that 3 conveyors can latch into.
I like that. I am a
The
fan
nut you
of
can
this.
play with outside.
I'm using it right now. I'm nutting right now.
He's here to nut. He's gonna nut up.
Just gotta find the iron rods. Where are those at? Let's see. Oh, here they are. Excellent.
Okay, I can. Then I'm going to do it here.
Never believe how. Oh, there it is.
You'll never believe these nuts.
You'll never believe how many freaking parachutes I can waste.
You just fly
see,
off
it's-
ledges.
No, I
It's-
believe it. I burn through a lot on my solo play. Like I've sort of knocked that habit
Yeah.
like out of my
Look
system
at this
by now,
conveyor
but-
wall. Da, 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 da. Ah!
Maybe not.
Womp womp. It's
Two
too late for me to
conveyor
record
walls.
more script, even if I figure out VR recording. I should just go watch Castlevania more.
I have not started it yet, so hopefully later this weekend.
Like, does it let you? Do you press a toggle to switch between the different types of walls or something?
No, there's just
Walls.
a category.
Oh, there's
so if
just
you go
3.
to walls, there's just
Gotcha.
conveyor wall. Yeah.
And they all cost the same.
Yes.
You can just
have
make
to
a nice
sure they're
little
going in the right-
windows.
You have to make sure that the right way, though, I think.
They have an in and out.
I think so.
I don't think they do, right?
Ah!
And when I mouse wheel, nothing happens. The only thing that happens when I mouse wheel is that the stripes change angle. I think that's just
Mm,
cosmetic.
okay.
Usually
Okay,
there's
just cosmetic.
arrows.
Okay. Then I need to do that.
I did it.
Congrats. And then
I made a horror.
now. Okay, all that matters to me is that I'm building reinforced iron plates again. Oh, my heart.
Shot through the heart.
Is there, wait, is our music classical music now?
Like, like shot through the
Like, is
heart.
Linkin Park
and you're
classical
to
music?
blame. It's more than 20 years old.
Duh.
You didn't like that, did you?
No.
Hybrid Theory came out like in the year 2000 or something. It's like 23 years old.
Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely got a few more gray hairs when you said that.
I
How
find
do you
bliss
live with
in
yourself
ignorance.
saying such hateful things to people?
It's easy, like this. Boom. Oh, I missed. Moving
Why
too
can't
much.
I attach this? What is going on here? Am I?
It's
Why can't
attached.
It's attached.
Woke in the hive.
Oh, is it because I didn't put a thing in front of it? Does it want to?
No, you can attach it directly.
Well, it doesn't want it. See?
Payback. That is so funny that it does that.
Investigation delayed. Usually
What?
it means you put a conveyor backwards.
How do you put? These are lifts. How do you put the lift backwards?
Let's see.
Can you even put these backwards?
Yeah, you're trying to attach an input to another input.
No, I'm attaching these two top parts. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
you
right,
want to.
you're right,
You're creating
right.
a thing where they're both trying to feed into
Oh,
the inputs
hold
of a
on.
conveyor, so they both have an assembler, so they both have a set direction.
Sorry, my
trying to make-
brain my
yeah,
brain took a moment of silence and had to,
Wait, that-
readjust it.
Wait, that thing
What?
you said was completely correct. Fuck.
not sure.
yeah. No. I realized what I was actually trying to do, and it wasn't what I said I was doing.
Yeah.
So I was lying to both you and myself. It was really impressive.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's one constructor down here that isn't turned on that has like a pile of iron ingots being fed to it. So I'm not sure what
Yeah,
recipe.
Probably not on purpose. There's just a lot
It's not on
happening here.
purpose. It's a mess.
You'll see
But
the red light
I-
on it whenever you go back down.
Oh yeah,
All
because
I
they
know-
always, right, because they all have those little
Yeah, they have indicators.
those are nice. Oh, this one
It
doesn't say
is
a light
nice.
at all. Let's see. Looking at the conveyor, it's supposed to be making rods. Let's make it make rods. I fixed it, unless it was another one.
Thank you. I don't know. Looks like they're fine. As long as there's no reds.
Yeah. I'm being so
Alright, so
nice.
then I can finally-
letting Andrew do the best part of the game.
I like this is my favorite part. This is
Oh,
why
it
I
is.
played
This is the best part of the game is making the factory.
Yeah.
Like, the struggle is that for the first few hours of the game, it's so hard to get the basic building supplies for constructors and assemblers in enough quantity to make the base that you keep having to loop back and fix another thing and make another thing work,
Yeah.
or just wait for something to make enough. But once you just like flush with the basic supplies, you can just sit here and just manually place the base like as if you're playing like Minecraft in creative mode. And then you can finally make a
Yes.
base that just works. You're like, yes, and then it starts putting everything
Yeah,
out.
that's what I loved about Factorio. Is just like I would sit there and meticulously just rebuild the base and be like, oh, that is
Yeah.
exactly how it should be.
Factorio further incentivizes rebuilding the base because Factorio has resources that run out.
That's true. Yes, that does
Well,
make it.
so
a
your
lot
bases
more...
are especially temporary in that game, whereas in this one, they're not. There you go. Look at this base, everybody. Look at it go. I haven't done anything for like an hour. This is good videos. you guys liking these videos? The session also opened with me like eating a burger while people hopefully listened to Bird talk about stuff.
Oh, they didn't.
Because I had my food read right after the session started. That's okay. Most people
guess I don't
watching
do that.
Satisfactory probably aren't looking at the screen.
Are
And
they
for
not?
those that do, I apologize. I think this is the type of game that you second monitor and you glance at it when it sounds like something's happening on screen, and otherwise you just listen to the
Yeah, it's okay.
conversations.
Yeah.
You're here for the highlights. You're not
Podcast
here for
playthrough.
the day-to-day.
Yeah.
Or the blow-by-blow.
I mean, I
Okay.
think that's just most Let's Plays a lot of the time.
I think so too. I do
It's
find
why-
that's
Yeah,
That's pretty
it's why it's
normal.
very annoying whenever somebody gets like certain types of backseat comments are very annoying specifically because I'm like, I know you motherfuckers aren't paying attention 90% of the time, so like a lot of backseat comments are just wrong, like they're not necessarily factually wrong about how the game works, but they're factually wrong about what I know and what I've been doing in the game because they're just not really paying attention. But they're just like, well, I don't look at the screen 90% of the time, but I assume you don't understand this, and that's why you're stupid. And I'm like, Okay.
What? Sir,
Good talk.
do you watch these videos?
We're back to making reinforced
okay.
plates.
Now it's making reinforced plates, and both of them will go into a nice big bin.
I assume that in
Oh,
in Andrew Base 5.0, you're like checking all the rates on everything to equal them all out.
Yeah. Once I feel like I'm confident enough in my ability to plan, I am going to start doing math. It took me so long. I was trying to build I was trying to make a 3D print where I put magnets inside of it midway through, and the only way to do that is I have to do math to figure out how big to make the holes, and then what size the holes will be once I downscale the object. I was so upset. Like, I have never been so ready to throw away a hobby than when it started to need math. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is awful.
Math does not sound fun.
And it's the worst kind. It's the one I never passed. It's algebra. Like
I remember trying to tutor you at algebra. Didn't work.
I don't have the brain for it.
It didn't take.
Oh, I found my head.
It's funny because like I wasn't bad.
There, I plugged in your
math.
second floor that was unplugged.
I wasn't like bad at math as like a student in just
all
like
these buildings were
normal math
all the
in
buildings
school,
on this side weren't plugged in.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Okay. I swear I plugged these in. Okay.
You had one tower with 4 cables coming out of it, plugging into all 4 of these machines, which, as you might
And
know
nothing
how
else.
towers work, means that it wasn't plugged into
Yeah.
anything else because they only have 4 connections to
Wow.
begin with.
Intelligent being.
So you attached all 4 buildings to one tower.
Sorry, Illusion. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just feel like that part, like I wasn't like, I never felt like dumb at math as like a kid growing up, but it's like that part of my brain has like atrophied or something. Like I don't, I just don't know how to do.
It's like a skill you
math
have to
stuff.
practice, and once you get out of school,
Yeah.
you do it so infrequently that you feel dumb trying to do it half the time.
Well, and I feel like I have to explain to people that I'm not good
Yeah.
at math because like I'm the person. I was like the
I
first
just-
person
I,
to
like,
figure out
zoomed-
exact like level ranges for like how the level range formulas for like Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't locked down before. Like I figured out how the exact rounding and like all the little details. And it's like, why am I the person doing this? Because like I'm not good at math. Like
But you had like but you had like infinite time to get the answer.
yes, basically.
Yeah, I zoomed all the way up to calculus back in the day, but I don't remember like any of it because it just never comes up.